Hi guys, Taze here. Welcome back to a new episode of Reimont. This is part 5, and today we are starting in the airport, as you can see here. So this is pretty exciting. I have sort of looked forward to making this airport because I knew I wanted to make it a little bit smaller than I've been doing before. So this airport just consists of one runway, which I think is reasonable for the size of Reimont, like the downtown and everything. It's not going to be that big, so we only have one runway, which is fine. So yeah, I'm starting with some like markings for the runways and the taxiways. So I take a lot of inspiration from Malmö Airport, which is an airport I live pretty close to. And you can probably notice that in the runway design if you look at Google Maps. But I just sort of liked how that one looked. So took quite a lot of inspiration from that. And also, yeah, the markings on the runway are pretty much the same as there. And I've noticed that like runway markings are pretty similar, but sometimes they are a little bit different. But yeah, I don't really know why they're different in a few places, but yeah, if you want to tell me that, you can go ahead and do it. But what I'm doing here is just trying to make a more detailed intersection. So I tried using a lot of these lines and of course the ploppable asphalt. The inspiration for this intersection is from Neguchi Maruyama. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but he makes quite a lot of these, and I think it looks quite awesome when he does them. They look really realistic, so I wanted to try making one of these myself, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. So yeah, you will only see me do like one entrance, because doing this on all of these 4 would like be pretty boring to watch, I think. So like all of them are the same, so you won't really miss anything. But yeah, I'm doing like those lines here, and yeah, just some, I don't really know what that in the middle of the roads are called, but yeah, what I'm doing now, these sort of arrows. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about a few things here. So just start off, I will not really show like everything what I'm doing in the airport in the time lapse, because that would just take up too much like space. So I will be doing some stuff off camera as well, because yeah, as I said, it would just take too much time. So yeah, but you will definitely have a good overview in these cinematics, so make sure to stick around for that if you want to see what I made. But yeah, most of it you will see in the time lapse. So just one thing here, I'm not trying to make this airport the most realistic airport ever. I still want it to sort of function, even though the main terminals are not going to be functioning. There will just be the plane stands, which are functional. So that was because I used a few buildings and which don't really work, and also I wanted to like overlap a few buildings as well, so it looks a bit more realistic. But yeah, so the planes basically come into the plane stands instead. But I think it works quite good. So yeah, I think the airport looks quite realistic, but as I said, I'm not trying to make it super realistic. So but I want to talk about a mod which I sort of have been using, but like not really. It is the prop unlimiter mod. Whoa, my voice just went there, but yeah, it's the prop unlimiter mod. And just in case you don't know, if you're not following me on Twitter or anything, it's very unstable. So basically you have to hold down shift when you place props for it to work. And fortunately, actually, I didn't know you had to do that. And that actually turned out to be a good thing, because Press had a problem, so his props got all deleted in his new project, and that was because of the prop unlimiter mod. So yeah, and yeah, I didn't hold down shift when I placed all of my props in the airport, so I was actually able to get rid of the mod because for some reason like it stores the props in some other place than the normal game does. I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah, just to say it's very unstable, so I like recommend you not downloading it, because it can happen like whenever like your game can just or the props can just disappear, which is not nice at all when you've been detailing and stuff like that, obviously. But yeah, so do not download that mod, very unstable as I said. And yeah, but now you can see here the overall layout of these terminals. So I'm not sure what this building is called. I'm using, not right now, but the ones where the jet bridges go out from. Not sure what that one is called, but it is some type of airport building which I used. So it actually has a road under it, so like garbage trucks and whatever can get into those buildings, and you can't really see it because I just made a super small connection with a concrete road. I think I'm making it, or no, I think I'm making it a little bit later, but yeah. So those terminals which I just made are not functional, but I don't know, I thought it looked a little bit better having it like that, because I wanted to like make it look a little bit more realistic. So and also just try a new design as well. And I clipped this little airport, or county airport, I'm not sure what it's called, but clipped that one in because I thought the entrance of that one obviously looked a bit better because it's for an airport. Instead of those office buildings, which I used quite a lot. But I think those work quite nice for the airport. So now I'm getting over here and working on the first parking lot for this airport. So I guess this would be like a short-term parking, like maybe 1 day or something. So it's not that big, this parking. I'm making one more. I'm not actually sure if I'm doing that on the, or in the time lapse, but I'm making one more, and then I won't really make more parkings in the time lapse, but there will be like more long haul parkings, but I don't really want to show that in the time lapse because that would probably be quite boring. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that off camera. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'll do it. So don't worry about more parking, because there will definitely be more parking. But yeah, I'm putting down these plane stands now, and yeah, I tried using these ones, but I actually went in and added some other ones which actually have like props and stuff on them, because for some reason these plane stands didn't work, so I didn't have any planes coming in and stuff, but when I changed, it worked fine. So yeah, the only downside with those other ones are that they have like props and stuff on them, which is a little bit annoying, but it's definitely fine. So yeah, I'm trying some like weird design here by overlapping the taxiways, because I didn't really want to add another one next to that one, but that was how it turned out later on, which you can see here. Because obviously that is not too realistic, so yeah, but I tried that other design, but it didn't really work. So yeah, but this plane stand, so this is like where the planes will come in, and the passengers like go with their cars out to the road and stuff, which looks a bit unrealistic, but to be honest, I think it's fine. I make some roads and stuff later on the airport, so it doesn't look that weird, but still, you wouldn't really have people driving on the airport when they arrive with a plane, obviously, but that is just how it's going to be. That is how the game works. But yeah, I'm placing down some different planes here. I tried to make the combination of the planes a bit realistic, or a bit more realistic, so I didn't really went with like a United 737 or something, or an American like smaller plane, and then just put a European smaller plane, because that wouldn't really make sense. So I'm basically just using European planes here, because this airport doesn't really have some large planes, so just have some 737s and some A320s, and that is pretty much it. Because I guess the runway wouldn't really be made for some bigger planes, and also it's a pretty small airport, like only with 8 gates. So yeah, no big planes, but I think it's fine. So now I'm going in and adding some lines to the taxiways. And I kind of like to do this a little bit because yeah, it just makes the taxiways look a bit more connected to each other. And yeah, that's also how it looks in real life. So I'm just using Beard Monkey's lines here, which work quite nice. Unfortunately, they have a little bit of another texture, so they don't really match with the other ones, but I think it's fine. Like, I could go ahead and actually do those lines all over the whole airport, but yeah, so what I'm doing now is just marking off the, like, what are they called? Where the planes stand? Like, I guess gates? Yeah, probably gates. I don't know why I didn't know what that was called, but yeah, I'm doing some lines around the planes here, because I thought that would be maybe a little bit realistic. So yeah, I'm going in and adding those, and I will also use a bit of the ploppable asphalt in these areas as well. But yeah, and I think I'm doing this road here, which goes behind the planes, and yeah, that will probably be for like service vehicles and yeah, also all sorts of vehicles which drive on the airports. Those roads would be for. So yeah, now we're going over here to another thing. So this is going to be where the buses and taxis are. So obviously we need a sort of bus station for the airport, because we won't really have any train connections or like metro or trams or anything. So they won't go out here, but the only thing we will have is buses and taxis, and obviously cars, but the public transport. So these these ones I'm using, they're by the bus roads. No, they're not bus roads, but I'm using those. I can't remember what they call, but yeah, those where the buses are gonna be. You will see. Or no, I actually don't include that when I add some buses there, but some bus stands, I guess, with some roof where people can wait and things like that. So those are actually new on the workshop, and I think they look really good, so I wanted to use them here. Right now I'm struggling a little bit with doing this place where the taxis will be, but I'm using some ploppable asphalt to just fix the glitching in the roads, and I think it turned out quite nice. It's not perfect, but it's as good as it can be, I think. The only concern with these taxis are that they are floating a little bit when you put them on these roads, but otherwise I think it looks nice, and like you won't really look that close to the taxis. But now I'm using these what are they called? I can't really remember what those decals are called, but yeah, I think those make a lot of texture to the roads. Voice crack. But yeah, I'm using those in a lot of places in this airport, and especially in the parkings, because I think that looks really good when you use those in the parkings. Still can't remember what they're called, which is sort of annoying, but yeah, they make for great texture on roads and all that kind of thing. But yeah, so now I'm going in here and adding some fencing, and this fencing won't actually go here because I will connect it with some roads which are going to go around the whole airport. So yeah, the airport is going to be totally fenced off, so yeah, which is obviously realistic because you wouldn't really be able to enter the airports from those areas. But I'm doing the first little security area here, which you have to go through to get in. So I think it turned out quite nice. I'm adding some of these cop cars here. I don't know which country these cop cars are from, but I know they're European, so I didn't really feel like adding some type of American police car, because that wouldn't really make sense. And I also had these ones. I don't really know which assets they are from, but I thought they looked nice and decided to add those there. Just made this little road which goes here and connects to the main road, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy with this little security checkpoint here. Also using those parking barriers which you saw there, and I think they look really good. They are pretty new on the workshop and I've been using them a ton. Just really like how they look. They give a lot more detail to the parking lots, and I don't know, I really recommend you download them. So now I'm going in here, adding this ploppable asphalt, which I talked about, and for some reason I just thought this looked a little bit better. Just gave the gates a little bit more of texture. So I wanted to go ahead and do that in this area, and just making some roads here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's not it for the airport, but yeah, just adding some roads. That road actually looked pretty weird, but I went in and fixed it a little bit later on. But now I wanted to leave you with some music just for a few minutes, and then I'll be back and yeah, just talk a little bit more. So hope you enjoyed this little part with the music, and yeah, enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed that little part with the music. What I'm doing right now is a hotel. So this asset is called Motel 1, I think. I thought it was quite fitting for the airports, and I also wanted to have a hotel here. So yeah, I went in and added this one. This hotel might have a bit too, like, it doesn't have that much parking, which I don't know if it's too realistic. Probably not. I should probably add more parking, but yeah, I just didn't really do it. So I might go ahead and do that a little bit later on off camera. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy how this hotel turned out with the little place there in front where the taxis drop off people and stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy how that turned out. And yeah, I wanted to talk about some things here. So there won't be a new Reimont video next Friday, because I don't really have time to do another one because I'm going away to Spain, which I talked about in my last video. But instead of that, I wanted to try to get my cinematic video up for the harbor, which I said I wanted to do in the last episode. And also we just hit 5k subscribers, so a big thank you for that. It's quite awesome with 5,000 subscribers, quite a lot. But I'm almost done with my special video, so I wanted to also try to get that out next week. So hopefully next week there will be 2 videos, but unfortunately no Reimont video. But hopefully you understand why. So yeah, I didn't simply have enough time to make another video, but hopefully it will be fine with those other ones. But yeah, the cinematic video for the harbor will be up next week. And yeah, so hopefully that goes to plan. But yeah, let's get back to what I'm doing here. So doing this fire station, which obviously you need on the airports. So I went with this asset here, which I can't remember what it's called, but it looks really nice. So I definitely wanted to use this here. I used a lot of decals on the ground here, and something I've been doing a lot is to overlap the decals with each other. So I think that makes a little bit, or it makes a bit more texture to it, which is good for some areas, but yeah, it's just if you want it to be a little bit more rough. So I wanted to do that in this area here by the fire station, which I'm currently not working on, but I did here as well. So yeah, and I did some distribution centers because I thought that would make sense, you know, the cargo planes and stuff. So yeah, I did that, and I sort of struggled what I wanted to detail in those areas, but I think it turned out quite nice. I put a lot of decals there. Now we're getting to an interesting part. So this is meant to be like a car rental place, but unfortunately I couldn't really find any car rental assets on the workshop, so I sort of designed something myself. Just added a few like random buildings, so a few of them are from King Leno, and also some new storage units which came out on the workshop pretty recently, and I think those look really amazing, those like red ones. And yeah, I definitely recommend you downloading those as well, because they look super nice, and I thought they would be quite fitting for this area. So I took quite a lot of inspiration from LAX airports. And yeah, just with those like storage units and stuff, I saw they had some type of thing like that, so I just added that here. But I'm pretty happy how this car rental area turned out, and I thought we needed one for the airports. Also adding these road wear decals here as well, and yeah, just overall a lot of decals. But now I'm doing this little town here actually. So I wanted to create a town here because I thought this area was a little bit empty, and thought it could be quite interesting adding a like super small town here. Definitely no like stores or anything, just a few houses, and that's pretty much it. So I fenced like everything off, and I didn't really want to use hedges over here because I've been using that a lot in the towns, so I just went with some farm fencing. in this area. Also using a ton of the P-Delmo trees and bushes. So I'm definitely a big fan of P-Delmo's like leafy tree. I think that one looks really nice. It was what I'm using right here. I'm using the live oak and the leafy tree by P-Delmo. So yeah, that one looked really nice. Also using a little bit of those weeping willow, I think they're called. And just a lot of different bushes, and I think this town turned out quite nice. And also I'm doing a lot of farming around the airport, which I definitely like how that looks. But yeah, the time-lapse is getting to an end. I hope you enjoyed this episode with the airport. I definitely enjoyed it. It took quite a lot of time. Yeah, I think it turned out quite nice, so hopefully enjoy these cinematics. And until the next time, have a great day. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified. And yeah, but have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.